everybody, I'm Bree the Plant Lady, and today I am evaluating my big wild sunflower border in preparation of the fall open garden, which is just about a month away, scheduled for Saturday, September 24th from noon to 4 p.m. Remember, this is a free, no registration event where I just open up the garden for everybody to walk around and enjoy, and I'll have all of the cool season seeds available for sale at that open garden. Remember, I don't do mail order seed sales, so it's for in-person events only. Now, I really want this border to look super awesome, and I'm a little bit worried at the stage that the buckwheat is at, that it's not gonna look great a month from now. So I'm gonna be proactive. I'm gonna come through and do some trimming, particularly of the buckwheat that's right around the front entrance. And then, just because I have zero self-control when it comes to seeds, I'm gonna sow a couple of things. I have got fava beans that I've never grown before. I figure at this stage they won't like really reach their full potential, but they would be kind of cool to have scattered around the edge. I also have cilantro that I'd love to be able to harvest some foliage from to be able to make late season salsa. And of course, the wildfire lettuce mix, which never lets me down. In fact, what I sowed last week is already germinating. So stay tuned to watch my progress as I proactively make sure that this front border looks as good as possible going into the autumn season. So what we're looking at here is buckwheat that I cut about 2 weeks ago. And you see how side shoots developed and now it's flushing with nice, bright, fresh flowers. So I'm thinking, in theory, I might be a little early doing it now, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it to sort of regenerate the buckwheat into blooming instead of putting its energy into setting ripe seed, which is precisely what it's doing. So you can see here, that little like triangular, black triangular thing is the ripe seed. And generally buckwheat self-sows really easily, so when I feel those, I'm actually just dropping them in place in hopes that a new generation will grow in time for fall interest. So you can see here some buckwheat that is definitely past its prime in flowering, and I've just trimmed these off. I didn't pull the plants out because I don't want to totally remove them, but I do want the plants to regenerate and continue flowering. But I'm going to go ahead and collect this seed. Not all of it's ripe. You can see the green is not ripe, but the brown ones are. Buckwheat is definitely my favorite kind of fill in the gap kind of plant. You know, 30 days from seeding to flower, you really can't beat that timeline. So along this edge, you can see these plants are stretched and they're sort of falling over. I'm just gonna come through and give these all a bit of a chop. And then I'm gonna overseed the whole area with that collection of other things: cilantro, fava beans, and lettuce. Well, hopefully this video will inspire you to get outside and scatter some seeds and look at your borders and think about how are they going to progress over the next couple of months before you actually have a hard frost. Here in Zone 7, it's likely that these plants will thrive at least until Thanksgiving. So doing some edits now in August will only help make the bed more interesting long term. And what do I have to lose from this tiny amount of effort? Even if those seeds don't germinate, I can learn from that. So always give it a try, everybody, and always try to grow something new. For me, I've never grown fava beans before, so the sky is the limit. Well, be sure to subscribe so that you can see regular updates right here from this border and my whole garden. And I hope to see you at the Fall Open Garden on Saturday, September 24th from noon to 4 p.m. Thanks so much for watching, everybody.